Fair to say I took that a bit too personally, to be honest.
To be fair, I pity anyone who tries to referee an OTT who's not Foxy. Because they're going to get chance, and they're not going to be positive.
No, they've got chance before saying you are literally not Foxy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds right.
And I have been one of the many people who have started those chants.
Like it's weird because like, so we did a contenders recently. We had a lad over from France who was refereeing. Like finally got to work with him. Like I've known him for a while, but like, yeah, I didn't know that he is freakishly tall. Like I mean, like he's 6 foot, fucking stupid, like, and he's a fucking tank. I'm like, he's bigger than most of the lads on the fucking roster. I'm like, why aren't you wrestling? So I don't want to bump. Like, you smart motherfucker.
Yeah, actually, I agree with him. Like, I'd happily take the referee gig over wrestling any day.
So like, I knew it regardless. Like, I didn't say it, but like, I knew it was gonna happen. It's like, yeah, like, regardless, like what happens, like whether he's good or bad, people are gonna fucking chant it regardless. And it did. That happened. I was like, okay, how's he gonna handle this? Because sometimes that can be very fucking daunting.
To be fair, I imagine it's especially difficult for a referee. Because like if it was like a wrestler or some shit, you could fucking play into it and feed off it.
Yeah.
But for the referee wants to kind of stay straight in the whole thing.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I know he played it very well. He just rolled with.
Yeah, this is the difference when you have to kind of like read the room and know who you're working for in a sense. Like I think with Irish promotions in particular, like we don't really give a shit to a certain extent. We're like, yeah, like it's fine. Like certain promotions don't like the referee drawing attention to themselves, and perhaps by the purity of the sport they shouldn't, Audrey. But the thing is that like in Ireland we don't care. Like the scene is so small and so insular, and everyone knows each other that like, and plus it's a very Irish thing to just rip the piss over everything. Like name me one sport where we take anything seriously. You know, name me one professional sport in this country, and I'll give you a fucking billion quid. You know, and like I mean like actually like treating it professionally as opposed to being professional. You know, like that we're not the professional type. You know, we're not the ones that's gonna like get lost over our own holes here and think about these things, right? So, you know, even in a wrestling contest, like yeah, Foxy tries to get himself over in a match, we're already up for it, you know, because like we know him, he knows us, he knows what works for our audience. Likewise, if someone comes over here and tries to do the same thing, we're a very generous crowd. We'll give the guys a chance. Might be terrible, but we'll give him a shot, you know. And then we'll give out about it afterwards and slag him off over it. But you know, at least we were nice at the time. So after 14 minutes, yeah,
there's an interesting cadence to be fair to him.
He is learning on the job, Jamie. To be fair,
and he's just coming off a concussion. Which,
yeah,
you know.
There's still like a ringing in his ears where that magic wand bonked him, so you know.
Yeah, the guy easing back in.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you count it? If you're gonna ease him back in, like you pull me with fucking like Wolverine and a fucking Deadman.
Yeah, exactly. Two people who were famously easy to work with.
Well, to be fair, he hasn't taken a single bump yet, so.
Not yet.
Not yet, but it's bound to happen. He's a referee in this contest. So it's almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Benoit actually kicked out there. There it is, Cole. Head injury.
It's probably fine for Benoit to be taking shots from the one end.
It's a video game. It's gonna be fine, right?
can't tell you how impressed I am
For
with what I've
SmackDown vs.
seen
Raw
here tonight.
2008, Chris Benoit went back to his own planet.
Ooh, I must go. My planet needs me.
They do best. Hey, slow down, no pants. I went into this expecting a good match. I'm just saying.
Hello.
Man, this is just about the last one you want to find yourself.
Have to get his position right here.
Just look at the pressure being applied here. Wow, listen to that chant, Taz. I'll tell you what, if you got the crowd...
I'm not gonna lie, even when I was watching this match back, I was thinking like, this has actually been a really good contest. Like, I've been really impressed. Like this is like the AI fighting itself for 15 minutes. I'm thinking this has actually been really good. A decently well told match, and the Undertaker didn't tap out, but he passed out, and he was therefore able to be pinned. That's quite a good finish. And Chris Benoit magically healed from being busted wide open. He just clocked so well.
It's actually fuck all blood flow to his brain at this point.
Yeah, to be fair.
That's why.
So,
To be fair, it's all dried up and fucking like non-existent.
it's just collecting on the pool in the back of his neck or something. Like it's like there's like a couple of like holes just where it should be going. It's like, oh no, it's actually just like the pop it like again needle and just let flush flush it out. So now that the Undertaker has cleanly taken a loss from Chris Benoit, clearly the feud's over.
No.
Who said that? Did you say that?
It was him. Let's get him.
Get him. We're here, get him, fellas.
Nothing. Really?
I find it fascinating that WWE.com seem to be find The Undertaker very approachable. This famous zombie wizard is happy to talk to this online journalist. And again, I'm also like trying to speak this in like The Undertaker's voice. It's like, the special referee had his own agenda. It's like,
But you learn from Triple H how to do a promo?
but I mean, yeah.
I don't know what the heck you were thinking last week, but you landed yourself in a whole lot of hot water. All I
Your
Yeah.
asked you
voice
to
is
do was
in
to call
raspy
that
and
match right down the middle. But I guess the Undertaker didn't see it that way.
more
You got the dead man advantage, and
To
that's
go
like
one on
signing
one
your
with
own
the
deal for it.
Undertaker.
He's asked for
Lay
a
up.
match against you, and there ain't no way I'm gonna tell that man no.
Again,
But
what a
here's
wonderful
the
line
really
there
scary
from Teddy
part.
Long. No one's seen Benoit since last week's match, and I've got no idea what's going through Benoit's head.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
This is that line. But here's the really scary part. No one has heard from Chris Benoit, and no one knows what's going through his head. This was
Really?
made
We'll slot him in. Everything will be fine.
Are we about to see a casket? Or some sort of weight bench?
The dogs are in the enclosed pool area.
Oh god. The worst thing was I was gonna say such a worse joke, and you two guys just did it for me. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Oh god.
If you're getting offended, like, get over it. It's, like, how many years now?
It has been quite some time.
So, I can make these jokes. Fuck that. Because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. And there's too much of that going on at the moment, so we don't need more people doing it. These are all whiny little bitches. I don't want to work with him. He hit me.
Is everything okay at home, Foxy? What are we talking about? Is someone refusing to work with you? Has Dennis blocked that match that you always wanted with him?
It's the match he wants with me.
Ah, oh, she's on the other foot now. Okay.
going to add to that, and I decided probably wasn't the best idea. I do like the idea that your response to like all controversy in wrestling is just that snippet of you going, because you're all a bunch of whiny little bitches.
We're just gonna set up like a Foxy soundboard for all of his retorts, you know, just
Oh god. Feel
Angry.
free to edit this out. The Jamie Coleman approach.
An angry out-of-touch veteran.
yeah, that's what he said, Jamie Coleman.
Well, a lot of corny takes. Not what you will.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I had to stop listening to Jim Cornette's podcast because he was too pro AEW for my tastes. Take from that what you will.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, Jim Cornette being pro anything is kind of a shocker, isn't it? Like, I think that man would actually disagree with the sky being blue.
I agree with him politically.
Yeah.
His takes on Donald Trump and his ilk are kind of on the money.
Yeah, to be fair. Then again, I think that speaks volumes more about the people in wrestling that like this. There aren't as many people taking that prick to the cleaners.
Yeah. You have too many who are donating money and then becoming executive vice presidents of number 2 companies.
We never said wrestlers were smart people, nor are they politically in tuned.
Are they business savvy?
Yeah.
Can I just point out that I really do like the pitch in the Smackdown referee for Smackdown?
Yeah.
And that it appears to be Nick Patrick.
It is indeed
Where
Nick Patrick, yes.
Mike Chioda, which is
Yep. No, that's absolutely on the money, Jamie. Yeah, it is meant to be Nick Patrick.
It's legally distinct, so therefore he gets no royalties. That is very.
Well, that's not what to do now.
To be fair, like they kind of aimed for like Nick Patrick, and they ended up with Angle. So you know, whichever way you work it, it's actually not that bad.
Holy shit! Angle's in the E.
Yeah, there you go. He's just been in the E longer than you realized.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars' hands. I don't think anything could... What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have.
I will say, like, it goes without saying, but like having the Undertaker in a singles match is a suffering because, like, I think he has the highest resilience in the game. It's like you're gonna have to do like move after move after move just to get a scratch on him, let alone anything else.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It was one of the 2K games.
What do you think the highlight has been so
Recently enough,
We'll
had like a hit feature
Yeah.
with the Undertaker, where his stats were all boosted if you played in a WrestleMania.
Oh yes. It was one of the earlier 2Ks, I think, wasn't it? So it was like almost like a challenge to try and beat him at WrestleMania.
Yeah. It was like on legendary difficulty.
Yes.
And it was just ungodly, like fucking hard. Same way we're having to face Great Khali as Mysterio. Like Khali just would not fucking budge. And as soon as he hits you, that's it. Like your body's already red.
Yeah. Like this game here now has the start of those challenges. Like in the locker room there, one of the features I don't really use is the challenge modes, where if you go into exhibition and you do something that's in that list, you get points for it and so forth. So, and there's actually quite a good bit of it there. I think that one you mentioned there, Foxy, about like beating Great Khali as Rey Mysterio is in there. And I'm really sure there is like beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania as well, but they don't do the difficulty ramp up. Or they do it like you have to do it at legendary difficulty, but they don't like artificially rubber band it, you know.
These long 2 counts are all overly delayed. Each and every one of them is an actual honest to God 3 count.
No. Do you know what it is? It's such a simple thing in a sense, is that they finish a 2 count, but the actual animation for that T-bone pin is like a second late. As in, like, there's like it's in the clutch for like a second and a half, and then they kick out. So when they're doing the count, it's kind of like it's jumping from one animation to the other, but there's like a second or 2 stall in between. And that's kind of the same for like most of them. Like any kind of climactic kickouts have a bit of a delay on them, which is very intuitive, you know, because you'd expect like
referee going 1, 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's almost like wrestling is scripted.
That wasn't supposed to be the finish. Are you supposed to kick out? Nah.
Is that what promoters sound like, Fox? Is it?
No, that's what the referees sound like.
All right. I don't remember ever you making that noise before.
I didn't. Someone else did.
Ah, man.
This could be 3 right here. That was like 2.5, Cole.
So after the third T-bone suplex, I think it's fair to say Undertaker didn't want to do the job.
It was at this time he knew he fucked up.
It was at this time he knew he ain't going over.
That don't work for me, brother.
I have to protect my mystique.
I have to protect my image.
Of course, this is at the height of Undertaker putting people over on Smackdown, so you know, still hope for his death.
To be fair to Taker, he did actually do the job a lot more than a lot of people in his position would have.
Yeah, but geez, like he gave the Great Khali the rub of a lifetime when he really shut himself.
Like that, it wasn't always warranted. But...
No. Okay, great. That's great, Taker. You don't have to do that on a random Smackdown. You could have saved that for WrestleMania like you normally do.
But not this time. I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here.
That's always like that was always like a good barometer if like Taker's hips were in good condition, or if he was able to dive over the ropes. Because if he wasn't, then nope, he's fucked.
There's no doubt that Undertaker's one of the most impressive.
Sometimes he was fucked because he decided to.
Yes.
Tim Snooker decided not to catch him.
How can you say that, Taz?
And Tim Snooker was never seen again. No, seriously, like what has the guy done ever since? Like the guy's been blacklisted from every job. It's like, hang on, were you Tim Snooker? Did you fail to catch the Undertaker? It's like, yes, but I don't see how this has it to do with this office job I'm taking. No, sir, we can't have you here. We just it's too risky.
We promised Vince McMahon we wouldn't.
We promised Vince McMahon, but sir, this is Australia, and I've traveled around the world looking for a job. Sorry, look, it's you might we can't do this. We do trust falls in this office. Like, you wouldn't be allowed near anybody.
Plus, you know, we live in a world where Twitter exists, and your dad was a fucking murderer.
You kind of remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
You heard about that, didn't you? Yeah, I'll see myself.
I'll get my coat.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I lock it...
Right, so maybe after 4 T-bone suplexes, we can beat the Undertaker. Let's see.
Man, you just can't put any...
Hey!
Doesn't go over.
That actually worked. It was only the 4 we needed.
Great, still beat Undertaker inside like what 10 minutes?
Yeah, within 10 minutes. Yeah,
That's not bad.
yeah. I mean, if we're using last week as a barometer, I mean that took Ben Moore twice as long, so that's something.
Shelton Benjamin.
They're jobbing all over it.
Again, he doesn't have the same mystique that he would have had in our universe because there is no streak. The streak ended a long time ago, if there even was one to begin with. He hasn't been world champion in any level of time, according to our current chronology. So maybe he isn't the big phenom he is purported to be. And we've said we've had this with Triple H, we've had this with a few others that kind of were more IC champion than world champion, So who's to say?
In our continuity, Triple H is a fucking multiple time IC champion.
Yeah, exactly.
And a long running one at that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fair. I do like the idea though that if Taker doesn't have the streak, he hasn't been world champion in a long fucking time.
Without your funky here. What?
Generally around the spooky shit.
Yeah.
Taker's basically Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good comparison.
I want
It's a very, very good comparison.
Taker. Just you and me. So leave your little punk out.
Hey, what the hell?
Get your damn hands off me. You are mine, Deadman.
Ooh, question mark?
No.
So if Taker is this universe's Bray Wyatt, do you think he has a whole forum dedicated to going they should be doing more with the Undertaker? It's such a cool gimmick. It speaks to me on an emotional level.